As political leaders, in this case governors, spend more years shouldering public offices and eventually leave, memories of their activities in office often fade. Numerous facts become forgotten, and some stories get distorted in the process of being retold. It is not quite anybody's fault, because we live in an age of information overload and fast-moving events. There is simply too much for the formal and informal media to produce, and too much for their audiences to read, watch, listen to, and remember. Information retrieval is also still at a rudimentary level in our developing society. So within a short or long span, it can be very problematic to retrieve any sufficient information about activities and events of governors, especially after they leave office. Although there are regular coverage of political actors like governors by local and international media outlets across platforms, some of these media organizations either limit online presence to social media or post minimal articles online. Consequently, contents become inaccessible after news reporting, particularly in the case of television and radio stations, international, national, or local, who post online far less than what they broadcast. Potentially, it gets difficult to usefully collect events, peculiar experiences, and understanding of how policies and programs may have shaped decisions of governors. Yet obtaining facts on these occurrences is important for successive leaders to learn great lessons on governance, understand realities across contexts, and avoid pitfalls. It then beholds on aides of political leaders to find ways of collating pieces of information that are relevant to the activities of their principals into easily accessible forms. In August 2020, the press unit of Borno State's Government House, Maiduguri, launched the first verdict. It was a compendium of news, columns, commentaries, and editorials published by Nigerian and foreign conventional and online media organizations about the governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum. The compendium chronicles pre-2019 gubernatorial election intrigues, inauguration on May 29, 2019, and Zulum's one-year activities as governor. It includes selected speeches delivered by the governor at significant moments of his first year and his developmental scorecard, as well as discourses mostly on security and the Boko Haram, alongside investigative accounts of the insurgency's origin. The successful launch and distribution of widely sought-after copies of First Verdict inspired the press unit to compile Zulum's second year, covering May 29, 2020 to May 29, 2021. Now ready for you, the second verdict compiles news articles, features, and commentaries by professional journalists and public affairs commentators on numerous activities and issues during Zulum's second year. It also contains some significant speeches of the governor within that time and President Muhammadu Buhari's remark during a state visit to Borno on June 17, 2021 to appraise security situation in the northeast and commission 7 out of 556 capital projects executed by Governor Zulum. The compendium also has discourses on security and so much more. Hopefully, and by God's grace, the compendiums shall be readily available even after Governor Zulum leaves office, and citizens of Borno State, other Nigerians, and the international community with deep interest in Borno and Nigeria would find them beneficial. They will also be invaluable to researchers who can find raw data for various forms of research or accurate understanding of events. Not the least, future leaders of Borno and other states will have at their fingertips information about events, programs, projects, and processes, as well as difficulties and challenges encountered during the administration of Governor Zulum to inform and guide their decisions. To enable online access, the editorial team plans to introduce a digital archive of the compendiums. Before then, we warmly present to you hard copies of the second verdict. Read and keep alongside the first for yourself, your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. We wish you a beneficial read and a safe keep as we launch the second verdict to commemorate the 52nd birthday of Governor Babagana Umara Zulu. Happy birthday to His Excellency.